Hello, my name is Lasse. In this video I'll demonstrate a handy tool that can help you a lot while writing test cases. And the tool is built on top of Jira, and for those who don't know Jira, that's a fairly popular requirement and project backlog management tool used by the engineering operations and engineering companies. Can be even the most popular tool. And it's really simple. Basically, you have backlog items called issues, and they can be a type of requirement. Like here we have an user story type of item, which is not exactly written as a user story, but more like a traditional requirement. But we use this as a basis for our demo. And then for Jira, there are a lot of plugins, and really handy plugins are also for the test management. And I use this again most popular test management plugin in the Jira ecosystem called Xray Test Management for Jira, and that's works as a basis for test cases and test management in general. Let's get started. I'll quickly open a git bash prompt, and the tool itself is written on Python, so we run the commands from the command line. And here is the start action or start command. So we call this Python file and giving an argument as an Jira requirement, and kind of defining what Jira instance to use. We give, of course, the username and the URL where the instance relies. And then for the requirement ID, that's exactly the same than Jira issue ID, like RD6 in this case. And then I can specify how many test cases I want AI to generate for this one. Normally, of course, we generate one test case, but in this case we want to get a bit more creative and get a bit of the variation and additional tests, so you can increase the amount. And with 3 we can see what type of test cases we get here. And then once I start the script, it first look at the Jira and founds the requirement, showing me the title and the description of it, and then it asks whether we want to continue or not. Well, let's continue. And now this operation continues so that we go and ask from OpenAI REST API to the actual fulfillment of this prompt. And the prompt will be that, hey, generate test cases for this requirement and give them in a standard test case format. And this takes a little bit time, as we are now generating 3 of them in once. Alright, now we have the test cases available, and now we can select whether we want to import all of them or just some of them. So the user has option to choose here, that if it really looks like there is not any senseful requirements, then we can skip them. So let's import 1 and 3 in this case, leaving that 2 out of it. And once we hit OK for that, then it actually imports the test cases into Jira. Alright, and now we need to reload the page to get them visible. So an RD6 has now 2 test cases, and let's look at what type of material we got. So ChatGPT generated the objective and preconditions for this test case, and of course a name. And now, as this is a test case number 1, this is the, let's say, the trivial functionality test. And here we have also test steps, in this case only 1 step, but in some occasions we get even more steps. So that's very briefly what the tool does. Let's look at the other test case, so we see that what type of variation and creativity the AI does here. So now we have slightly different objective and different step for the testing itself. And these are pretty much manual test cases in this example, like manual functional tests. But we can use the tool for generating automated test cases and even like a different type of test cases, for example, performance test cases and so on. So that's about the tool, and you can find this script on the GitHub repository. I'll put the link into the description of the video. And as a summary, this tool is really helpful for the people who are generating test cases, and like many other AI tools and AI copilot type of helpers, they helps you to get started. Idea is not aim for something that we don't need testers at all, or we don't need human to invent test cases. No, that's not the goal. Goal is really to get started, avoid this like blank paper problem that if you have 1,000 requirements and 0 test cases, you can quickly jump into the situation that you have at least something in your test library, and then start to review and rule out the bad ones and keep the good ones and start to develop from there. So that's the main point of the this tool. So please give comments and ideas. You can even propose new features as issues on the GitHub repository on the issue section if you want. So thanks for watching, and let's get back soon.